Stop complaining, start living. Focus on what really matters your life. Written by Ambassador Westbrook. Published by Audiobook Vibes. Introduction. The problem with complaining. Why it's a trap that keeps you stuck. We've all done it. We've all complained about the traffic, the weather, our jobs, or the behavior of those around us. Complaining is one of the most universal human habits, and it's often seen as harmless. In fact, it can sometimes feel like the easiest way to bond with others, over shared gripes, frustrations, and annoyances. The nature of complaining. At its core, complaining is a form of expression, a way to articulate displeasure, frustration, or dissatisfaction. It often feels cathartic, as if vocalizing our problems will somehow lessen their weight. The act of complaining is inherently reactive. It focuses on what's wrong rather than on what can be done to make it right. This reactive nature keeps you in a passive state, where you're more likely to dwell on obstacles than to seek solutions. The hidden costs of complaining. Complaining may feel harmless in the moment, but its impact runs deeper than you might think. For one, it affects your mental and emotional state. When you complain, you're essentially training your brain to focus on the negative. Emotionally, complaining drains your energy. It takes effort to articulate your grievances, and the more you focus on what's wrong, the less energy you have to direct toward finding solutions or engaging in activities that bring you joy. Socially, the impact of complaining is equally significant. While occasional venting can foster empathy and understanding, constant complaining tends to alienate others. Perhaps the most insidious cost of complaining is its effect on your sense of agency. When you complain, you're essentially outsourcing responsibility for your happiness to external factors. The comfort of complaining. If complaining is so detrimental, why do we do it? The answer lies in its short-term rewards. Complaining provides a sense of validation, allowing us to externalize our frustrations and feel justified in our discontent. Moreover, complaining is often easier than taking action. It requires no effort, no vulnerability, and no risk. Why complaining keeps you stuck? The trap of complaining lies in its self-perpetuating nature. Every time you complain, you reinforce a narrative of victimhood and powerlessness. Complaining also shifts your focus outward, placing blame on external factors rather than examining your own role in the situation. Another way that complaining keeps you stuck is by consuming your time and energy. Breaking free from the complaining trap. The good news is that you don't have to stay stuck. Breaking free from the complaining trap begins with awareness. Next, challenge yourself to reframe your complaints into constructive actions. Finally, cultivate gratitude and mindfulness. By focusing on what's going well in your life, you'll train your brain to recognize the positive aspects of your experiences. Understanding why nobody really cares. The harsh but liberating truth. It might sound cruel to say that nobody really cares, but this realization is one of the most liberating truths you can embrace. Let's unpack why this truth, that nobody really cares, is both harsh and liberating. By doing so, you can learn to stop externalizing your happiness and begin taking full ownership of your life. Why nobody cares. The self-centered nature of human existence. Human beings are inherently self-focused. This isn't a flaw. It's a survival mechanism deeply rooted in our biology. This self-centeredness doesn't make people bad or unkind. It's simply a fact of human nature. Think about your own experience. When you complain, you're essentially asking others to shift their attention away from their own lives and onto your grievances. The validation trap. One of the main reasons people complain is to seek validation. Whether consciously or subconsciously, you may hope that by voicing your frustrations, others will acknowledge your struggles and make you feel seen. Breaking free from the validation trap requires a shift in perspective. The harsh truth. Nobody owes you their attention. One of the hardest lessons to accept is that nobody owes you their attention, empathy, or understanding. Understanding this truth isn't about diminishing your worth or the significance of your experiences. It's about acknowledging the reality of human dynamics. The sooner you accept that nobody owes you their attention, the sooner you can redirect your energy toward more productive pursuits. The liberating truth. Nobody cares, and that's okay. While the idea that nobody cares might initially feel disheartening, it's actually incredibly freeing. When you let go of the need for external validation, you reclaim your power. Redefining support. Embracing the truth that nobody really cares doesn't mean rejecting support or isolating yourself from others. When you approach support with this mindset, you're more likely to receive the kind of help that fosters growth and empowerment. Taking ownership of your happiness. The ultimate takeaway from this harsh but liberating truth is that your happiness is your responsibility. Nobody else has the power to make you happy, just as nobody else has the power to keep you stuck. The purpose of the book: to help you stop complaining and focus on improving your life. At its heart, this book is about empowerment. It's about giving you the tools, insights, and motivation to move beyond the trap of complaining and begin living a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. The trap of complaining. To fully appreciate the purpose of this book, it's essential to revisit why complaining is such a harmful habit. When you complain, you focus on external factors, things outside your control. Why focus on improvement? Focusing on improvement is transformative because it shifts your energy from passivity to action. When you choose to improve instead of complain, you're taking ownership of your circumstances. The goals of this book: 1. Awareness. 2. Mindset shift. 3. Practical tools. 4. Goal setting. 5. Resilience and discipline. 6. Purposeful living. The power of choice. At its core, this book is about choice. Every day, you have a choice: to complain or to improve, to dwell on problems or to pursue solutions, to remain stuck or to move forward. Chapter 01. The Cost of Complaining. The psychological, emotional, and social impact of constant complaining. Complaining may seem harmless, a way to blow off steam or share frustrations, but its effects run deeper than we often realize. It's not just a habit of speech, it's a mindset, one that can subtly infiltrate your thoughts, emotions, and relationships. The psychological impact. Rewiring your brain for negativity. The human brain is remarkably adaptable, constantly reshaping itself in response to your thoughts and behaviors. This cycle of negativity has a ripple effect. As your brain becomes more attuned to complaints, you start interpreting neutral or even positive events through a negative lens. The emotional toll. Draining your energy and happiness. Constant complaining doesn't just affect your thoughts. It also takes a significant toll on your emotions. This emotional drain can leave you feeling depleted, irritable, and disengaged. The social consequences. Straining relationships and alienating others. While complaining might feel like a way to connect with others, especially when shared grievances create a temporary bond, it often has the opposite effect in the long run. One of the primary social consequences of complaining is the erosion of trust and respect. Complaining can also create a toxic dynamic in relationships. The hidden costs of venting. Venting is often seen as a healthy way to release frustrations, but it's not as harmless as it seems. The opportunity cost of complaining. Perhaps one of the most significant costs of complaining is the opportunity cost. Every moment you spend complaining is a moment you're not spending on something more constructive. Breaking the cycle. Understanding the costs of complaining is the first step toward breaking the cycle. By recognizing how this habit affects your thoughts, emotions, and relationships, you can begin to take deliberate steps to change it. How complaining affects relationships and opportunities. Complaining is a behavior that may seem inconsequential, but its effects on relationships and opportunities are profound and far-reaching. Complaining in relationships. The hidden erosion. The impact of constant complaining on relationships can manifest in several ways. 1. Creating emotional exhaustion. When someone complains frequently, they often rely on their friends, family, or colleagues as an emotional outlet. 2. Fostering a negative atmosphere. Complaining doesn't exist in a vacuum. It affects the mood and tone of the relationships it touches. 3. Undermining trust and respect. When complaints become habitual, they can give the impression of a lack of gratitude or an unwillingness to take responsibility. This perception can undermine trust and respect within a relationship. Complaining in opportunities. self-sabotage in disguise. Whether in personal, professional, or social contexts, the habit of complaining can create barriers that limit growth and success. Here's how. 1. Damaging reputation. In professional and social settings, your attitude and demeanor play a crucial role in shaping others' perceptions of you. 2. Stifling personal growth. Complaining often shifts the focus from solutions to problems, making it harder to identify and seize opportunities for personal growth. 3. Repelling potential allies and mentors. Opportunities often arise through connections with others, whether it's a mentor who offers guidance, a colleague who recommends you for a project, or a friend who introduces you to a new opportunity. The ripple effect. How complaining shapes your environment. It's important to recognize that the effects of complaining extend beyond individual relationships and opportunities. Reclaiming relationships and opportunities. Here are a few strategies to get started. 1. Practice gratitude. 2. Adopt a solution-oriented mindset. 3. Set boundaries. 4. Communicate constructively. 5. Focus on personal growth. The energy drain. Why focusing on problems leaves no room for solutions. Complaining is often viewed as a harmless venting mechanism, but the energy it consumes and the mindset it cultivates can have devastating effects on your capacity to solve problems and move forward in life. The mental load of complaining. At its core, complaining is an act of focus. It directs your attention to the negative aspects of a situation, reinforcing their significance in your mind. This repeated focus creates a mental load that becomes increasingly difficult to carry. The emotional toll of negativity. Complaining isn't just a mental activity, it's an emotional one. Every complaint is fueled by emotions like frustration, anger, or disappointment, and expressing these emotions can intensify them rather than relieve them. The physical impact of stress. The act of complaining activates the body's stress response. Each time you focus on a problem, your brain perceives it as a threat, triggering the release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Why focusing on problems blocks solutions? Here's why. 1. It reinforces helplessness. Constantly complaining about problems without taking action reinforces a sense of helplessness. 2. It drains motivation. Complaints focus on obstacles rather than opportunities, which can sap your motivation to take action. 3. It undermines creativity. Problem-solving requires creativity, and creativity thrives on open-mindedness and optimism. Redirecting energy toward solutions. Here are some strategies to help you redirect your energy toward solutions. 1. Identify the root cause. Instead of dwelling on the surface-level problem, dig deeper to identify its root cause. 2. Reframe the problem. Reframing involves looking at a problem from a different perspective. Instead of viewing it as an obstacle, try to see it as an opportunity for growth or learning. 3. Focus on what you can control. Not all problems are within your power to solve, and focusing on what's beyond your control can be a significant drain on your energy. The power of solution-oriented thinking. When you shift your focus from problems to solutions, you're reclaiming the energy that would otherwise be wasted on negativity. Solution-oriented thinking not only reduces stress and overwhelm, but also fosters a sense of empowerment and progress. Chapter 02. Why Nobody Really Cares. The truth about human nature. Everyone is focused on their own struggles. One of the most liberating truths you can embrace is this. Nobody truly cares about your complaints because everyone is too busy dealing with their own lives. At first, this realization might sting. The self-centered nature of human attention. Human beings are naturally self-focused. This doesn't mean we're incapable of caring for others. Rather, it means that our primary attention is devoted to managing our own needs, responsibilities, and challenges. Consider your own life. This self-centered focus is not a flaw. It's a survival mechanism that has evolved over millennia. Our ancestors lived in environments where immediate attention to personal needs, such as securing food, shelter, and safety, was critical for survival. While modern life has changed significantly, the same instincts persist. Why validation is fleeting. Many people complain in the hope of receiving validation. Whether it's a sympathetic nod, a word of encouragement, or shared outrage. Validation provides a temporary sense of relief. It feels good to have someone acknowledge your struggles and affirm your feelings. However, this relief is often short-lived because it doesn't address the root of the problem. Empathy has its limits. Empathy is a powerful and beautiful human trait, but it has limits. People are capable of feeling compassion for others, yet their capacity to empathize is constrained by their own mental and emotional resources. When someone is dealing with their own struggles, their ability to extend empathy to others diminishes. This is why a friend who's overwhelmed by work might struggle to provide the emotional support you seek, or why a family member coping with their own challenges may seem indifferent to your complaints. The liberation of realizing nobody really cares. While the idea that nobody truly cares might seem harsh, it's also incredibly liberating. Once you accept that others are primarily focused on their own lives, you're free to stop seeking external validation and start focusing on what you can control. This shift in perspective allows you to reclaim your energy. Instead of expending mental and emotional energy trying to make others care about your struggles, you can redirect that energy toward finding solutions and improving your circumstances. Take responsibility for your happiness. When you stop relying on others to validate your feelings or fix your problems, you take full ownership of your well-being. This sense of agency is empowering and transformative. Build stronger relationships. By letting go of the need for constant validation, you can approach relationships with greater authenticity and mutual respect. Instead of burdening others with complaints, you can focus on meaningful connections that uplift both parties. Shifting from complaining to action. Complaining is often a way of externalizing responsibility. When you focus on what others have done wrong or how circumstances are unfair, you're shifting attention away from your role in the situation. While this might feel comforting in the moment, it ultimately keeps you stuck. Learning to stop seeking validation through complaints. Seeking validation is an inherent part of human nature. We want to feel seen, heard, and understood. It's comforting to have someone acknowledge our struggles and affirm our feelings. Why external validation is not sustainable. External validation is inherently unsustainable because it depends on factors beyond your control. You can't dictate how others will respond to your complaints, nor can you rely on them to consistently meet your emotional needs. People have their own lives, struggles, and limitations. The validation trap. When you complain, you're often looking for reassurance or agreement from others. The validation trap lies in the temporary relief it provides. While it might feel satisfying to hear someone agree with your grievances or offer sympathy, this satisfaction is fleeting. It doesn't address the root of your problems, nor does it lead to meaningful change. Instead, it reinforces the habit of complaining as a means of coping. Shifting the source of validation. 1. Acknowledge your feelings. 2. Practice self-compassion. 3. Reflect on your strengths. 4. Celebrate small wins. 5. Set personal goals. Breaking the complaining habit. 1. Pause before speaking. 2. Reframe your perspective. 3. Seek solutions, not sympathy. 4. Limit your complaints. 5. Build a supportive environment. How realizing this truth can free you to take control of your own happiness. The realization that nobody truly cares about your complaints can feel harsh, even unsettling at first. However, it carries within it the seed of immense freedom and empowerment. Accepting this truth means recognizing that your happiness and well-being do not depend on external validation or the actions of others. Instead, they rest entirely in your hands. This understanding frees you from the cycle of seeking approval and allows you to take control of your own happiness with intention and clarity. Breaking the chains of dependency. Many people unknowingly tie their happiness to external factors: the approval of friends and family, the success of a career, or the resolution of external conflicts. Taking ownership of your emotions. Realizing that nobody truly cares in the way you might hope forces you to take ownership of your emotions. This means acknowledging that your feelings are valid, but also recognizing that they are your responsibility to manage. Shifting your focus to what you can control. Complaining often focuses on external factors, things beyond your control. Whether it's the behavior of others, societal injustices, or uncontrollable circumstances, complaints direct your energy toward problems that you may be powerless to change. Building resilience through self-reliance. Life is filled with challenges, setbacks, and uncertainties. While external support can be valuable, it's your inner resilience that ultimately determines how you navigate these difficulties. Reclaiming your energy and time. Complaining consumes valuable energy and time that could be better spent on activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. When you let go of the need for external validation and stop fixating on what others should do for you, you reclaim these resources for yourself. Strengthening your relationships. Ironically, letting go of the expectation that others will validate your complaints can actually improve your relationships. When you stop burdening others with your negativity, you create space for more meaningful and positive interactions. Chapter 03. Shifting your mindset. From victim to victor. Taking responsibility for your circumstances. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. While it's natural to feel overwhelmed or discouraged at times, there is a critical difference between acknowledging your struggles and adopting a victim mentality. Understanding the victim mentality. The victim mentality is a mindset characterized by a belief that life happens to you rather than for you. People trapped in this mindset often blame external factors for their problems, feel powerless to change their circumstances, focus on obstacles rather than opportunities, expect others to solve their problems or provide solutions. The cost of staying a victim. Remaining in a victim mindset comes at a high cost. It limits your potential, strains relationships, and diminishes your overall quality of life. Here are some of the key consequences. 1. Loss of agency. When you see yourself as a victim, you surrender your power to external forces. 2. Strained relationships. The victim mentality can place a significant burden on your relationships. Constantly seeking validation or sympathy from others can strain their emotional resources and create imbalance in the relationship. 3. Missed opportunities. A victim mindset narrows your focus, making it harder to see opportunities for growth, learning, or improvement. The path to becoming a victor. Shifting from victim to victor begins with a conscious decision to take responsibility for your life. This doesn't mean blaming yourself for every challenge you face. Rather, it means recognizing your ability to respond to those challenges in a constructive way. The benefits of taking responsibility. When you shift from victim to victor, you'll experience profound benefits in every area of your life. These include 1. Increased confidence. Taking responsibility builds self-confidence by reinforcing your belief in your ability to navigate challenges and achieve your goals. As you take action and see results, your confidence will continue to grow. 2. Greater resilience. By focusing on what you can control and embracing a growth mindset, you'll develop greater resilience in the face of adversity. Challenges will no longer feel like insurmountable obstacles, but opportunities to learn and grow. 3. Stronger relationships. When you take responsibility for your circumstances, you're less likely to blame others or seek validation through complaints. This creates healthier, more balanced relationships based on mutual respect and support. The power of reframing negative thoughts into actionable solutions. Life often presents challenges that provoke negative thoughts. It's natural to feel frustrated, overwhelmed, or disheartened when faced with difficulties. However, the way you interpret these challenges can profoundly influence your ability to overcome them. Understanding negative thoughts. Negative thoughts often stem from feelings of fear, uncertainty, or frustration. The benefits of reframing. Reframing negative thoughts into actionable solutions offers numerous benefits. Empowerment. When you shift your focus from problems to solutions, you regain a sense of control over your circumstances. This empowerment motivates you to take action and move forward. Clarity. Reframing helps you see challenges more objectively, enabling you to identify practical steps to address them. Resilience. By viewing obstacles as opportunities for growth, you build the resilience needed to navigate future challenges with confidence. Positivity. A solution-oriented mindset fosters optimism and reduces the emotional burden of negativity, enhancing your overall well-being. How to reframe negative thoughts. 1. Identify the negative thought. 2. Challenge the thought. 3. Reframe the perspective. 4. Break down the problem. 5. Focus on what you can control. 6. Take action. 7. Reflect and adjust. Reframing as a habit. Like any skill, reframing becomes more effective with practice. Make it a habit to regularly challenge and reframe negative thoughts. Over time, this practice will rewire your brain to focus on solutions rather than problems, fostering a mindset of resilience and growth. The transformative impact of reframing. Reframing negative thoughts into actionable solutions has a transformative impact on your life. Tools for building resilience and fostering a positive outlook. Resilience and a positive outlook are not traits that people are simply born with. They are skills that can be cultivated and strengthened through deliberate practice. 1. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, without judgment. It helps you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings, enabling you to respond to challenges with clarity and composure rather than reacting impulsively. 2. Develop a gratitude practice. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking in your life to what you already have. It's a powerful tool for fostering positivity, as it trains your brain to recognize and appreciate the good in your life, even during difficult times. 3. Reframe challenges as opportunities. Resilient individuals view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. This perspective helps you maintain a sense of control and fosters a proactive approach to problem solving. 4. Build a support network. Resilience doesn't mean facing challenges alone. A strong support network provides emotional encouragement, practical advice, and a sense of belonging that can help you navigate tough times. 5. Strengthen your self-compassion. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend. It helps you bounce back from setbacks by reducing self-criticism and fostering a sense of self-worth. Chapter 04. Focusing on what you can control. Identifying what's within your power to change and letting go of the rest. Life is full of uncertainties and challenges that can leave you feeling overwhelmed and powerless. Understanding the circle of influence versus the circle of concern. One of the most effective frameworks for understanding what you can control is Stephen Covey's concept of the circle of influence and the circle of concern, introduced in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Circle of concern. The circle of concern encompasses everything you care about but cannot directly influence. Circle of influence. The circle of influence, on the other hand, includes areas where you can take action and affect change. Shifting focus. When you shift your focus from the circle of concern to the circle of influence, you gain clarity and regain a sense of control. Identifying what's within your control. To focus on what you can control, you first need to identify the areas where your actions and decisions make a difference. Here are some key aspects of life that typically fall within your control. 1. Your thoughts. 2. Your actions. 3. Your attitude. 4. Your boundaries. 5. Your goals. Letting go of what you can't control. Letting go of what's beyond your control is not about ignoring problems or giving up. It's about recognizing where your energy is best spent and releasing the burden of trying to manage the unmanageable. Here are strategies to help you let go. 1. Acknowledge the limits of control. 2. Practice acceptance. 3. Redirect your energy. 4. Use mindfulness techniques. The benefits of focusing on what you can control. Shifting your focus to what you can control has profound benefits for your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. 1. Reduce stress. 2. Increase productivity. 3. Enhanced resilience. 4. Improved relationships. Practical tools for staying focused on what you can control. To consistently focus on what you can control, incorporate these practical tools into your daily routine. 1. Journaling. 2. Visualization. 3. Daily reflection. 4. Gratitude practice. The circle of influence versus the circle of concern. In navigating life's complexities, it's easy to become overwhelmed by everything that demands your attention. The circle of concern. The circle of concern encompasses everything that you care about or that affects your life, whether directly or indirectly. This circle is vast and includes issues ranging from personal challenges, like a difficult relationship or financial pressures, to broader societal concerns, such as climate change, political instability, or economic trends. The circle of influence. The circle of influence is a smaller, more focused circle within the circle of concern. It includes the areas of your life where you can exert direct control or influence. This might involve your own thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors, as well as specific actions you can take to address challenges or improve situations. The relationship between the two circles. The circle of influence and the circle of concern are interconnected, but they represent fundamentally different approaches to life. Why people get stuck in the circle of concern. Many people find themselves stuck in the circle of concern because it's easier to complain or worry about external factors than to take responsibility for their own actions. How to shift your focus to the circle of influence. Shifting your focus from the circle of concern to the circle of influence requires intentionality and practice. Start by identifying specific concerns that dominate your thoughts and energy. The benefits of living within your circle of influence. Operating within your circle of influence offers numerous benefits. Emotionally, it reduces stress and anxiety by freeing you from the burden of trying to control the uncontrollable. Practical steps to redirect energy toward productive actions. Redirecting your energy from dwelling on problems to taking productive actions is a skill that requires intention and practice. 1. Recognize where your energy is going. The first step in redirecting your energy is identifying where it's currently being spent. Often, we don't realize how much time and mental space we dedicate to worrying, complaining, or obsessing over things beyond our control. By becoming aware of these patterns, you can begin to interrupt them. 2. Reframe challenges as opportunities. A powerful way to shift your focus is to reframe challenges as opportunities. 3. Set clear and achievable goals. Clarity is essential when redirecting your energy. Without clear goals, it's easy to become scattered or overwhelmed. Define what you want to achieve and break it down into smaller, actionable steps. 4. Create a plan of action. Having a plan is crucial for turning goals into reality. A well-thought-out plan provides structure and helps you stay focused. Start by outlining the steps needed to achieve your goal and assigning timelines to each step. 5. Prioritize what matters most. Not all tasks are created equal. Some actions will have a greater impact on your progress than others. Prioritize these high-impact tasks to ensure that your energy is spent where it will make the biggest difference. 6. Practice time management. Time is one of your most valuable resources, and managing it effectively is key to redirecting your energy. Poor time management often leads to wasted energy on unproductive activities, while good time management ensures that your efforts are aligned with your priorities. 7. Cultivate a solution-oriented mindset. A solution-oriented mindset focuses on finding answers rather than dwelling on problems. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself questions like, what can I do to address this issue? What resources or support do I need? What is one small step I can take right now? 8. Manage your emotional energy. Redirecting energy isn't just about managing your time or actions. It's also about managing your emotional state. Negative emotions like frustration, anger, or anxiety can drain your energy and hinder your ability to act effectively. Chapter 05. Building Better Habits. Replacing complaining with constructive behaviors. Habits shape your life in profound ways. They influence your decisions, dictate your actions, and determine the trajectory of your growth. Understanding the habit of complaining. To replace complaining with constructive behaviors, it's essential to first understand why complaining becomes a habit. The importance of awareness. The first step in breaking any habit is becoming aware of it. Pay attention to when, where, and why you complain. Are there specific triggers, such as stress, frustration, or boredom? Do you complain more in certain environments like work or social gatherings? Understanding these patterns helps you identify the underlying causes and take targeted action to address them. Disrupting the cycle of complaining. Once you've identified your complaining habits, the next step is to disrupt the cycle. This involves interrupting the automatic response to complain and replacing it with a more constructive behavior. Here are strategies to help you break the habit. 1. Pause before speaking. 2. Reframe your thoughts. 3. Replace complaints with questions. Building constructive behaviors. Let's explore some key constructive behaviors to cultivate. 1. Practice gratitude. 2. Cultivate problem-solving skills. 3. Develop positive communication habits. 4. Set meaningful goals. 5. Engage in acts of kindness. 6. Practice self-compassion. The role of gratitude and mindfulness in shifting focus. Gratitude and mindfulness are transformative practices that can profoundly shift your perspective, helping you move from negativity and complaints to positivity and presence. Gratitude as a foundation for positivity. Gratitude is more than simply saying thank you or acknowledging something good that has happened. The science of gratitude. Research in psychology and neuroscience has shown that gratitude has measurable benefits for mental and emotional health. Mindfulness. Anchoring yourself in the present. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and engaged in the moment, without judgment or distraction. The connection between mindfulness and complaining. Complaining often stems from a disconnection between your thoughts and the present moment. The synergy of gratitude and mindfulness. Gratitude and mindfulness complement each other, creating a powerful synergy that enhances their individual benefits. Overcoming barriers to gratitude and mindfulness. While gratitude and mindfulness are accessible practices, they can be challenging to maintain, especially in moments of stress or negativity. Common barriers include skepticism. You might question whether gratitude and mindfulness can truly make a difference, especially if you're facing significant challenges. Overcoming this skepticism involves giving the practices a fair trial and observing their impact over time. Distraction. In a fast-paced world, it's easy to become distracted by demands and obligations. Setting aside dedicated time for gratitude and mindfulness helps you prioritize these practices. Impatience. The benefits of gratitude and mindfulness often accumulate gradually. Staying patient and consistent is key to experiencing their full impact. Building a lifestyle rooted in gratitude and mindfulness. To fully integrate gratitude and mindfulness into your life, view them not as occasional practices, but as foundational elements of your daily routine. Creating routines that promote progress and self-growth. Routines are the framework upon which your days are built, and the quality of those routines often determines the trajectory of your life. The importance of intentional routines. Intentional routines are more than just a series of tasks performed on autopilot. For instance, a morning routine that includes exercise, meditation, and goal setting can set a positive tone for the day, boosting your energy, focus, and motivation. Designing routines for progress. To create routines that promote progress, it's essential to identify the areas of your life that require attention and improvement. Start with clarity. Clarity is the foundation of effective routines. Before you begin designing a routine, ask yourself, what are my primary goals and priorities? What habits and activities align with these goals? What barriers or distractions might prevent me from following through? Incorporate keystone habits. Keystone habits are behaviors that have a positive ripple effect on other areas of your life. Creating morning and evening routines. Morning and evening routines are particularly impactful because they bookend your day, setting the tone for what follows and providing closure to what is past. Let's explore how to design routines for these critical times. Morning routine, evening routine, overcoming challenges, and staying motivated. Building and maintaining routines can be challenging, especially when life becomes hectic or unpredictable. Here are strategies to help you overcome obstacles and stay committed. Start small. Track your progress. Be flexible. Seek support. The long-term impact of intentional routines. Intentional routines are more than just daily habits. They are investments in your future self. Over time, these routines compound, creating a foundation of growth, resilience, and fulfillment. As you consistently engage in activities that align with your goals and values, you'll find that progress becomes second nature, and self-growth becomes an integral part of your identity. Chapter 06. Setting clear goals for your life. The importance of defining what matters to you. Living a meaningful and fulfilling life requires clarity about what truly matters to you. Without a clear understanding of your values, priorities, and aspirations, it's easy to become caught up in distractions, pursuing goals that don't align with your authentic self. Why defining what matters is crucial. Many people drift through life without a clear sense of direction, responding to external pressures and expectations rather than their own inner compass. Clarity brings focus. When you know what matters most, you can focus your time, energy, and resources on pursuits that align with your priorities. Values guide decisions. Your values serve as a compass for decision-making. When you're clear about what matters, you can evaluate choices based on how well they align with your core values. How to define what matters to you. Defining what matters requires introspection, self-awareness, and a willingness to explore your deepest values and desires. It's a process of uncovering what gives your life meaning and aligning your goals with those insights. Here are steps to help you identify what matters most. Reflect on your values. Values are the principles that guide your behavior and decisions. They represent what you consider most important in life. To identify your core values, ask yourself, what qualities do I admire in others? What motivates me to take action or make sacrifices? When do I feel most fulfilled and authentic? Explore your passions. Passions are the activities, interests, and pursuits that bring you joy and fulfillment. They often reflect your unique strengths and talents. To discover your passions, consider, what activities make me lose track of time? What topics or causes do I feel deeply connected to? What achievements or experiences bring me the greatest satisfaction? Examine your priorities. Priorities are the areas of your life that require attention and care. They represent the commitments and responsibilities that matter most at this moment. To clarify your priorities, think about, what areas of my life need improvement or focus? What commitments bring me the greatest sense of purpose? How do I want to balance work, relationships, health, and personal growth? Aligning goals with what matters. Once you've defined what matters most, the next step is to set goals that align with your values, passions, and priorities. Alignment ensures that your goals are not only meaningful, but also achievable and sustainable. Set goals that reflect your values. Values-driven goals are rooted in your core principles, making them more meaningful and motivating. Pursue passions through goals. Goals that reflect your passions provide opportunities for growth and self-expression. Prioritize based on current needs. Life is dynamic, and your priorities may shift over time. Set goals that address your current needs while supporting your long-term vision. The benefits of defining and pursuing what matters. When you define what matters and set aligned goals, you create a life that reflects your true self. This intentional approach offers numerous benefits. Clarity. You gain a clear sense of direction and purpose, reducing confusion and indecision. Motivation. Goals rooted in your values and passions inspire commitment and perseverance. Fulfillment. Pursuing what matters most brings a deep sense of satisfaction and joy. Resilience. Alignment with your values provides a strong foundation for navigating challenges and setbacks. Balance. Clear priorities help you allocate your time and energy effectively, ensuring that all aspects of your life are nurtured. Turning vague dreams into actionable and measurable goals. Dreams are the seeds of possibility, the visions that inspire us to imagine a better future. However, dreams alone are not enough to create meaningful change or achieve fulfillment. The problem with vague dreams. Vague dreams often lack direction and specificity, making it difficult to know where to start or how to measure success. Defining your dream. The first step in turning a dream into a goal is to define it clearly. Ask yourself, what does this dream mean to me? What does success look like in this context? Be as specific as possible, painting a vivid picture of what you want to achieve. Breaking down the dream. Once your dream is clearly defined, the next step is to break it down into smaller, manageable components. These components become the building blocks of your goals, making the dream more approachable and less overwhelming. Setting SMART goals. SMART goals are a powerful framework for turning dreams into actionable objectives. The SMART acronym stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. By applying this framework, you create goals that are clear, realistic, and aligned with your vision. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Creating an action plan. For example, if your goal is to run a 5K race in 3 months, your action plan might include Week 1 to 2, walk for 20 minutes daily to build endurance. Week 3 to 4, alternate between walking and jogging for 30 minutes. Week 5 to 6, increase jogging intervals to 10 minutes at a time. Week 7 to 8, jog continuously for 20 minutes. Week 9 to 12, practice running the full 5K distance. Tracking progress and adjusting. Tracking your progress is essential for staying on course and maintaining motivation. Staying motivated and focused. Maintaining motivation over the long term can be challenging, especially when pursuing ambitious goals. Strategies for maintaining focus and overcoming distractions. The ability to maintain focus is an essential skill in achieving your goals, yet it is increasingly difficult to master in today's world of constant distractions. The nature of distractions. Distractions come in many forms, from external interruptions to internal thoughts. Building an environment that supports focus. Your environment plays a significant role in your ability to maintain focus. A cluttered or noisy space can make it difficult to concentrate, while a well-organized and calming environment enhances your ability to stay on task. Prioritizing and planning your time. Effective time management is crucial for maintaining focus and minimizing distractions. Without a clear plan, it's easy to become overwhelmed or sidetracked by less important tasks. Developing a focus ritual. A focus ritual is a set of habits or practices that signal to your brain that it's time to concentrate. Rituals create a mental shift that helps you transition into a focused state, making it easier to start and sustain your efforts. Chapter 07. Cultivating Self-Discipline. Why self-discipline is key to staying consistent and avoiding excuses. Self-discipline is often referred to as the cornerstone of success, and for good reason. It is the ability to regulate your behavior, emotions, and impulses to achieve long-term goals. The role of self-discipline in consistency. Consistency is the foundation of success in any endeavor. It is not the grand, sporadic efforts that yield lasting results, but rather the small, deliberate actions taken day after day. Overcoming initial resistance. Starting something new often comes with resistance. Whether it's beginning a fitness regimen, learning a new skill, or tackling a challenging project, the initial stages can feel daunting. Creating positive habits. Self-discipline is instrumental in forming positive habits. Habits are the building blocks of routine and efficiency, but they require consistent effort to establish. Avoiding the trap of excuses. Excuses are one of the greatest barriers to success. They provide a convenient way to justify inaction or failure, but they ultimately hinder progress. Recognizing excuses. The first step in avoiding excuses is recognizing them for what they are: rationalizations that prioritize short-term comfort over long-term achievement. Common excuses include, I don't have enough time, I'm not ready yet, I'll start tomorrow, it's too hard. The benefits of cultivating self-discipline. Developing self-discipline offers a wide range of benefits that extend beyond goal achievement. Increased productivity. Self-discipline enables you to manage your time and energy more effectively, allowing you to accomplish more in less time. Enhanced resilience. Life is full of unexpected challenges and setbacks. Greater self-confidence. Every time you honor a commitment or overcome a challenge through self-discipline, you build self-confidence. Strategies for cultivating self-discipline. Self-discipline is not an innate trait. It is a skill that can be developed through practice and intentional effort. Here are some strategies to help you cultivate self-discipline. 1. Start small. 2. Set clear goals. 3. Create a supportive environment. 4. Practice delayed gratification. 5. Develop self-awareness. 6. Build accountability. Overcoming laziness, procrastination, and negative patterns. Laziness, procrastination, and negative patterns are some of the most common obstacles to self-discipline. Understanding laziness. Laziness is often misunderstood as a lack of desire to work or achieve. In reality, laziness is rarely about an inherent unwillingness to act. Common causes of laziness. Overwhelm. When tasks feel too large or complicated, you may avoid them entirely to escape the stress they bring. Lack of motivation. Without a clear sense of purpose or connection to your goals, it's hard to muster the energy to act. Low energy. Physical or mental fatigue can lead to feelings of inertia, making even simple tasks feel insurmountable. Fear of failure. The fear of not meeting expectations or making mistakes can create paralysis, manifesting as laziness. Strategies to overcome laziness. Break tasks into smaller steps. Large tasks can feel intimidating, but breaking them down into smaller, manageable steps makes them more approachable. For example, instead of writing an entire report, focus on drafting an outline or completing one section at a time. Create a routine. Establishing a daily routine reduces decision fatigue and builds momentum. When tasks become habitual, they require less mental effort to initiate. Use rewards and incentives. Pair tasks with rewards to create positive associations. For instance, treat yourself to a favorite snack or activity after completing a challenging task. The cycle of procrastination. Procrastination is a habitual delay of tasks despite knowing that it leads to negative consequences. Why we procrastinate. Perfectionism. The belief that tasks must be completed perfectly can lead to avoidance, as you fear falling short of unrealistic standards. Immediate gratification. Procrastination often involves prioritizing short-term comfort over long-term rewards. For example, choosing to scroll through social media instead of working on a project provides immediate but fleeting satisfaction. Unclear goals. When you lack clarity about what needs to be done, it's easy to delay starting altogether. Steps to overcome procrastination. Set specific deadlines. Open-ended tasks are more likely to be postponed. Assign specific deadlines to create a sense of urgency and accountability. Adopt the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. This approach prevents small tasks from piling up and reduces the temptation to procrastinate. Use time management techniques. Methods like the Pomodoro technique, working in focused intervals with short breaks, help you stay engaged and productive. Strategies to break negative patterns. Challenge limiting beliefs. Negative patterns often stem from limiting beliefs, such as "I'm not good enough" or "I'll never succeed." Challenge these beliefs by questioning their validity and replacing them with positive affirmations. Replace negative habits with positive ones. Habits are easier to break when you replace them with alternatives. For example, if you tend to check your phone during work, replace this habit with a brief stretch or deep breathing exercise. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when you slip up. Recognize that setbacks are part of the process and use them as opportunities to learn and grow. The role of self-awareness. Self-awareness is a critical component of overcoming laziness, procrastination, and negative patterns. Practices to develop self-awareness. Mindfulness meditation. Regular mindfulness practice helps you observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment, allowing you to identify triggers and patterns more clearly. Journaling. Writing about your experiences and reflections provides a space for self-discovery and accountability. Regular check-ins. Set aside time each week to evaluate your progress, celebrate successes, and identify areas for improvement. Developing a system to hold yourself accountable for progress. Self-discipline thrives on accountability. While personal motivation can initiate the journey toward your goals, Maintaining momentum and staying consistent requires a robust system of accountability. The importance of accountability. Here's why accountability is essential for cultivating self-discipline. 1. Reinforces commitment. 2. Provides clarity and focus. 3. Encourages reflection and growth. 4. Builds trust in yourself. 2. Break goals into actionable steps. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, actionable steps might include: Week 1. Outline the main chapters. Week 2. Write 1,000 words per day. Week 3. Revise the first draft of Chapter 1. Chapter 08. Living with purpose. Aligning daily actions with long-term goals and values. Living with purpose is a conscious decision to align your daily actions with your long-term goals and core values. The importance of alignment. Here's why alignment matters. 1. Clarity and focus. 2. Motivation and resilience. 3. Fulfillment and identifying your long-term goals and values. To align your daily actions with your long-term goals and values, you must first define what those goals and values are. Discovering your core values. Your values are the principles and beliefs that guide your decisions and behavior. To identify your core values, ask yourself, what qualities do I admire most in myself and others? What experiences have brought me the greatest sense of pride and fulfillment? What do I stand for, even when it's difficult? Defining your long-term goals. Long-term goals represent the vision you have for your life. They provide direction and motivation, helping you focus on what truly matters. To define your goals, consider: what do I want to accomplish in the next 5, 10, or 20 years? What legacy do I want to leave behind? How do I want to grow personally, professionally, and spiritually? Breaking down goals into daily actions. Once you've identified your long-term goals, the next step is to break them down into actionable steps. 1. Create milestones. 2. Establish habits. 3. Prioritize tasks. 4. Track your progress. Staying consistent in daily actions. Here are strategies for maintaining consistency. 1. Develop a routine. 2. Use accountability tools. 3. Celebrate small wins. 4. Practice discipline. Overcoming challenges and staying aligned. Living with purpose is not without its challenges. Distractions, setbacks, and competing demands can pull you away from your goals. Overcoming these challenges requires resilience, adaptability, and a commitment to your values. 1. Revisit your why. 2. Be flexible. 3. Manage distractions. 4. Embrace setbacks as opportunities. Embracing a life centered on growth, gratitude, and self-improvement. Living a purposeful life is not a destination, but a continuous journey. It is about making intentional choices that promote growth, practicing gratitude to appreciate the present, and committing to self-improvement to become the best version of yourself. The role of growth in living with purpose. Growth is the essence of progress. It challenges you to learn, adapt, and evolve in every area of your life. Personal growth. To foster personal growth, set growth-oriented goals. Identify specific areas where you want to improve, such as communication skills or time management. Break these goals into actionable steps and track your progress. Embrace continuous learning. Commit to lifelong learning by reading, attending workshops, or exploring new experiences. Curiosity fuels growth and broadens your perspective. Seek feedback. Constructive feedback provides valuable insights into your strengths and areas for improvement. Embrace feedback as a tool for growth rather than a critique. Professional growth. To pursue professional growth, invest in skill development. Stay relevant by learning new skills and staying informed about industry trends. Continuous improvement enhances your value and adaptability. Network with purpose. Build meaningful connections with mentors, peers, and colleagues who inspire and support your growth. Collaboration and knowledge sharing expand your opportunities. Set aspirational goals. Identify what success looks like in your career and create a plan to achieve it. Ambitious but realistic goals keep you motivated and focused. The power of gratitude. Gratitude is a transformative practice that shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. The commitment to self-improvement. Self-improvement is the ongoing process of striving to be the best version of yourself. Building self-awareness. Self-awareness is the foundation of self-improvement. It involves understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and motivations. To develop self-awareness, reflect regularly. Set aside time to evaluate your actions, decisions, and emotions. Journaling or meditation can facilitate deeper insights. Seek honest feedback. Ask trusted friends, mentors, or colleagues for their perspective on your strengths and areas for growth. Use their input constructively. Assess your values. Clarify what matters most to you and ensure that your actions align with these principles. Integrating growth, gratitude, and self-improvement. While growth, gratitude, and self-improvement are powerful on their own, they're even more impactful when integrated. Together, they create a balanced approach to living with purpose, enabling you to pursue your aspirations while appreciating the journey. Inspiring others through your transformation and leading by example. Transformation is a powerful force. It doesn't just reshape your life. It creates ripples that extend outward, influencing those around you. The ripple effect of personal transformation. Every individual has the capacity to influence others, whether through small, everyday interactions or larger, intentional efforts. Your transformation creates a ripple effect that can inspire friends, family, colleagues, and even strangers. Here's how. 1. Demonstrating what is possible. 2. Encouraging vulnerability and authenticity. 3. Empowering others to take action. Living your values. Leading by example requires aligning your actions with your values. Consistency between your beliefs and behavior reinforces your authenticity and credibility, making your influence more impactful. 1. Embodying integrity. 2. Practicing gratitude openly. 3. Showing resilience in adversity. Sharing your story. One of the most powerful ways to inspire others is by sharing your story. Your experiences, insights, and lessons learned can provide guidance and encouragement to those facing similar challenges. Here's how to share your story effectively. 1. Be honest and transparent. 2. Focus on the lessons learned. 3. Adapt to your audience. Mentoring and supporting others. Inspiring others often involves more than leading by example. It requires active engagement and support. Mentoring and encouraging those around you can amplify your impact and create a ripple effect of positive change. 1. Offer guidance and encouragement. 2. Celebrate others' successes. 3. Create opportunities for collaboration. The role of leadership in inspiring change. Leadership is not limited to formal roles or titles. It is about influencing and uplifting others through your actions and vision. 1. Lead with empathy. 2. Set a positive example. 3. Communicate your vision. Conclusion. Recap of the journey. From complaining to living a focused, fulfilling life. The journey we've explored in this book is one of transformation. A deliberate shift from the habit of complaining to embracing a life filled with focus, purpose, and fulfillment. Complaining, while often a reflexive response to life's challenges, traps us in a cycle of negativity, draining our energy and stifling our potential. It focuses our attention on problems rather than solutions, fostering a sense of helplessness that prevents growth. In the initial chapters, we delved into the cost of complaining. We examined how it affects not only your emotional and mental well-being, but also your relationships and opportunities. Complaining isolates you, fosters resentment, and blinds you to possibilities for change. Recognizing this cost is the first step toward breaking free from the cycle of negativity. Encouragement to keep going, even when challenges arise. Change is never easy. The path from complaining to living a focused, fulfilling life is filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. There will be times when old habits resurface, when progress feels slow, and when the weight of life's demands makes it tempting to revert to negativity. In these moments, it is crucial to remember why you started this journey and to draw strength from the progress you've already made. Challenges are not roadblocks. They are opportunities for growth. Every setback, frustration, or moment of weakness is a chance to learn, adapt, and strengthen your resolve. Rather than viewing these challenges as failures, see them as stepping stones that bring you closer to your goals. Each time you overcome an obstacle, you build resilience, confidence, and the capacity to face future difficulties with grace. Final call to action. Choose growth over excuses every single day. As we reach the conclusion of this book, let this serve as your call to action. Growth is a choice, and it is one you must make every single day. It is a choice to prioritize progress over comfort, accountability over blame, and purpose over passivity. Each day presents an opportunity to take a step toward the life you envision, and it is up to you to seize it. Excuses are easy. They provide a temporary escape from discomfort and responsibility, but they come at a cost. Every excuse you make is a missed opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become the person you aspire to be. Growth, on the other hand, requires effort, vulnerability, and a willingness to confront your limitations. It is not always easy, but it is always worth it.